High School, we have Camden County Tournament first round action between the Hawks of Haddon Township and the Gloucester Lions. Hello, everybody. I'm joined here on the side. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, what's your name again?
Kevin.
Kevin. What's going on, Kevin? We're having fun here. It's first round Camden County Tournament action between the Gloucester Lions and the Haddon Township Hawks. This is game 3 of the season series. These two have split the season series so far, 1-1 apiece, and it's just been an incredible season so far for Haddon Township.
Yeah, it's been an incredible season for Haddon Township, like you said. Peter Black, Axel Moore, and Iman Sheehan have now been together for 4 years, and this should be a great atmosphere. You know, they're in their 4th year now in the Camden County Tournament. They're looking to get back to the South Jersey Group 1 semifinal and, win it all this time.
It was very close. You said you were here to watch that final, and now we look over to Gloucester Lions. They have a 19-6 year. They're doing well under head coach Liam James, who won the sectional title back in 2022. And it's just going to be such an incredible atmosphere. Both these games that they had this season have gone both ways, and they split the season series, as we mentioned just a couple seconds ago. It's just going to be an amazing atmosphere, and with something on the line this time.
Something on the line is right. They have a scorer in Keegan Cohen, who's got 453 points on the year and 1,200 just about on the year. He is an electric scorer. They also have Jake Smith, who's a great rebounder. Marcus Flagg, another addition to this offense. This game should be a fun one here from Haddon Township.
This should be such a fun game. Again, we're here. It's loud. People are finally in here. Warm-ups are just about to wrap up in about 2 minutes. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Starting at guard, the freshman, number 1, Xavier DePotter. Starting at guard, a senior, number 3, Marcus Platt. Starting at guard, a senior, number 10, Keegan Cohen. Starting at guard, a junior, number 11, Nate St. John. And starting at forward, a freshman, number 12, Jake Smith. And now for the starting lineup for the Haddon Township boys varsity basketball team. Starting at guard, a 5'6" senior, number 2, Peter Black. Starting at forward, a 6'3" senior, number 3, Axel Moore. Starting at guard, a 5'8" senior, number 5, Eamon Sheehan. Starting at guard, a 6' junior, number 10, Sean Crawford. And starting at forward, a 6'3" senior, number 24, Nate Keating.
Welcome back to Dan Wilkins Broadcasting. I'm Chase Parson, joined by Kevin Profico. And Kevin, as we mentioned in the pregame, a lot of times what we kept repeating, this is going to be a great game. You got both sides with a big three, it seems, both on offense and on the defensive side of the ball. What does one of these sides need to do in order to achieve victory tonight?
Haddon Township on their end, they've got to just play like they've been playing, I feel like, coming off a good win. And on Gloucester's side, Keegan Cohan, he starts it for them.
And it's Nate Keating and Jake Smith up for the tip, and Keating wins it, and the Hawks will have the first possession. Sheehan now controls it at midcourt. Down low for Keating. Gets the ball knocked loose momentarily, picks it back up. Keating drives in, kicks it out. Axel Moore for three. Off the back rim, and a big rebound by Keating, and slapped away by Marcus Flagg. And all alone in the backfield to pick it up is Peter Black to reset the offense. So now Sean Crawford on the far end line. Defend it well, even more in the corner now is Axel Moore. Crawford now, a deep three. Starts it off nicely.
Number 10,
Sean Crawford.
That was great defense by Gloucester, I felt, but better shot by Crawford.
Jake Smith now. Swings it over. Finds Keegan Cohan. Another quick swing over to DePoter. Cohen, pull-up jumper. In and out. Rebound by Moore. As the crowd continues to roll in. Peter Black with control at midcourt. Down low, Axel Moore. Brings it out. Pass was a little bit off target. Took a second to recollect. Keating goes up with it, and it falls.
Great strong take there by Nate Keating.
The layup is just no good. Tries to grab his own rebound. It was knocked off of Nate St. John last, and it'll be a turnover and Hawks ball.
Both teams, I think, just have to settle in a little bit here.
And the referee takes a quick second, tells Sheehan to tuck in his jersey. As the senior, an all-around player in Eamon Sheehan. As that ball is momentarily knocked away, it'll stay with the Hawks. An all-around player averaging just under 5 points per game, 3.5 rebounds per game, and 3.2 assists per game. Just an all-around star that's really doing all that he can to help this Hawks team this season. Axel Moore on the near sideline. Over to Black, who swings it back to Sheehan. Moore swings it back over to Black. Down low for Keating, defended by all 5 defenders. Moore kicks it out to Sheehan. Pump fake, pull up, is swatted away by DePoter. Finds DePoter again, goes up nicely. Doesn't get anything, and rebounded by Sean Crawford. A high pass, it falls to Peter Black. And that ball slapped away. That time by Cohan, and it'll stay with the Hawks. So a bit of craziness on both ends.
Craziness, like you said, Gloucester trying to get settled in.
And Moore just couldn't find that layup. And now Marcus Flagg. For the first time, it really feels like Gloucester trying to conduct an offense. Now DePoter, he gets called for a travel. And a wide open shot in the corner. So a key turnover. The last time that we covered Gloucester on DWB, there was a lot of those simple turnovers when Gloucester faced Paulsboro, both by Paulsboro and by the Lions. That could definitely be a big factor in tonight. As Moore hands it off to Keating. Sean Crawford kicks over to Moore in the corner. He pops the three. In and out. Rebound by Sheehan. Kicks it back out to Peter Black. Now it's with Nate Keating. Kicks it back out to Black in the corner. Sheehan, top of the key. Pump fake. Back in the corner for Axel Moore. Drives in, defended by Smith. Nice cut there by Black. His layup, no good. Rebound by Crawford. Kicks all the way top of the key. Pass over to Moore. Pump fakes. Some great ball movement here by the Hawks. Cuts down low. Nice, easy layup for Sheehan.
This is just a great start for Haddon Township. That's great ball movement there on that possession. They looked really confident.
And a big 7-0 lead halfway through the first quarter. As Marcus Flagg now knocks back to half court. Now in the corner for Cohen. Now it's with Jake Smith. He drives in. Gets the ball knocked loose by Sheehan. And the Hawks slow it down the other way. Axel Moore with it now in the far corner. Nice pass inside to Sheehan again. Back-to-back baskets for Sheehan and a timeout for Liam James.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Timeout, Gloucester.
We'll take a quick break. After this timeout, we'll be right back. Welcome back to Dan Wilkins Broadcasting. A big 9-0 run just over halfway into the first quarter for the Hawks of Haddon Township, keeping the Lions off the scoreboard. Back-to-back baskets by Eamon Sheehan before the timeout by Liam James. As now Keegan Cohan trying to start something for the Lions.
You got to assume that Gloucester's going to get going sooner or later with Cohan.
His three off the back rim. Rebound almost stolen away, but Sheehan behind the back nicely there. Trying to add more fire to this Hawks offense. As Axel Moore now to reset. Defend it up close by Jake Smith. Crawford now. Try to find down low, it's Moore. A nice behind the backboard layup. Nice finish there by Axel Moore.
Nice finish by Moore.
Marcus Flagg now driving in, gets blocked, but a foul is called on Axel Moore. So a big attempt there at a layup by Marcus Flagg wins him the free throw attempts. And he makes the first. He's a 74% free throw shooter on the season heading into this one, averaging 12.3 points per game, 309, make that 310 points on the season. He's 2 for 2 on his first trip to the free throw line tonight. Gets the Lions on the board here in the first quarter, under 3 minutes to go. Peter Black on this near end line. Moore swings it over to Keating. Swings it into the corner now for Sean Crawford. Finds Peter Black on the move. Defended up close by Cohan. Some nice ball movement by the Hawks. A spin move by Black. Defended well. Cuts it back to Sheehan. His layup goes no good.
That was the right find there by Black to Sheehan. Just couldn't finish.
Marcus Flagg now. Cuts back. Swings it over to Cohan. Or to Potter, excuse me. There's Keehan now in the corner. Defended by Black. Pump fake. Cole Little sends it back over to Cohan. He drives in, lays it off for Little, and the layup is good.
That's number 20, Cole Little.
Nice job there by Little to finish.
Clock ticks under 2 minutes, and holding it up is Sean Crawford. Conducting Axel Moore. A little bit of confusion, it looks like, on the offense. Drives out in a corner for three. Sheehan finds nothing but air. And an easy rebound for the Lions. Up comes Cohan, behind the back, spin move. Cuts it back out for Potter. And now the offense will reset with Cohan. Down low for Little. Back to Cohan for three. Off the back rim and rebounded by Sheehan.
I like the shot there from Cohan.
In the corner now is Keating. Defend it well. In the corner, a quick release three. nothing but the back rim again. That time it was Sean Crawford.
Yeah, that was a tough shot there by Crawford. Maybe move the ball a little bit more.
Flag off of 1 foot, off the front rim, attempts to grab his own rebound, and keeping it in bounds is Keating, and he finds Peter Black on the move. Under a minute to go here in the first quarter, an 11-4 lead for Haddon Township. Sheehan defended by Flag closely. Axel Moore in the corner, he rips a three. No good, and a big rebound by Keating. His putback is good.
That's a strong rebound from Nate Keating for 2.
Marcus Flag over to Jake Smith.
Looks like early on Haddon Township just out-rebounding Gloucester a bit more.
He swipes it away. It's Axel Moore, and here comes a fast break for Peter Black. His layup attempt with the left hand gets fouled, but won't find the basket. But he gets to the line for an attempt to reclaim the 2 points.
Fouls on number 20 for Gloucester, Cole Little at the line for Haddon Township. Number 2, Peter Black.
So Peter Black, the smallest on the team at 5'4", but he really hasn't made that a part of his game. He has 493 career points, just short of 500, 120 points this season, averaging just short of 5 points per game. I mean, for somebody who is well shorter than everybody on the court most of the time, as he misses both, but a big rebound by Keating, he definitely has made a difference.
Yeah, another rebound, as we see. I mean,
and it'll be a foul on the floor. And it'll be on the line, so it'll be an inbound awaiting for the Hawks as Peter Black is checked out. In comes number 11
Number 20, Cole Little.
in Chase Perrone.
And for Gloucester, number 11, Nate St. John.
And St. John checks back in for Cole Little. Sheehan now. Nice find there for Keating and an easy layup.
yeah, they're just finding all the stuff under the basket here that's easy.
And just before the buzzer, a 15-4 lead here in the first quarter here in Westmont, New Jersey. We'll take a quick break before second quarter action. Welcome back to Dan Wilkins Broadcasting. In a big first quarter for the Hawks offense, really getting it done on both sides of the court, but their offense definitely spoke. Great ball movement on what feels like every possession, a big amount of steals, and just completely out-rebounding the Lions. Second quarter action underway. Jake Smith with the inbound to Marcus Flag. Wide open three-pointer for Gloucester, and it rolls around the rim again. That's the third time that a shot has rolled in and out that same way. 2 times in the first quarter and on the first shot here in the second. Azim and Sheehan now defended all the way near the half-court line by Flag. On the move is Moore with some pace on the left hand. No good. Rebound by Smith.
See if Gloucester can get something going here, maybe a few baskets in a row. We'll get them started.
Flag finds St. John in the corner for 3. Straight up in the air and a big rebound by Moore. That shot by senior Dennis Havers.
Haddon Township just looks like they want it a little bit more.
And almost an N1 finish there for Keating, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
For Gloucester, Keegan Cohen.
That one on Keegan Cohen.
Line for Haddon Township, shooting 2. Number number 24, Nate Keating.
So Nate Keating now already with 6 points so far now in the second quarter, but all those points coming in the first as he knocks down his first of 2. He's averaging 13.6 points per game and 8 rebounds per game this season with 341 points on the year. As he is a perfect 2 for 2 at his first showcase at the line. Marcus Flagg now gets it started yet again for the Lions as that pass is loose and it falls to Smith after the scramble.
Cohan still yet to score, I'm pretty sure, in this one.
Cohan now defended closely, finds Flagg. Smith swings it over to Havers.
Cohan does what I call Haddon Township's best defender, Peter Black, on him. It's a very tough assignment.
Flagg now. Nice ISO there. A quick pull-up, and it's good for his second basket of the game. Again, you mentioned Peter Black, Haddon Township's best defender. Again, I mentioned his size earlier in the first quarter and how he doesn't make that an aspect of his game, and it's with that hustle. He hustles on defense, hustles on offense, and just tires out the opposition. As Moore finds Keating for 3. Off the front rim, and a big rebound by Havers. Flagg finds it down low for Smith. Nice spin move, and a nice jump ball. Great effort there by Moore to force that jump ball, and the possession arrow is with the Hawks.
Was a nice spin move. It might have just took him into the spin move. I don't know that he needed it, though.
Peter Black now dribbling over towards the near side. Keating now finds Perrone down low, finds Keating again, defended by 2. Perrone now dribbling in, sends it over to Black. He's got a lane, he passes it out in the corner for 3. Nothing but air again for the Hawks, and that was Nate Keating. Or excuse me, that was Sean Crawford.
A tough one for Crawford there.
Flagg now loses the dribble, and another steal, and it's a 3, or now a 2-on-1, and a big slam for Nate Keating.
Nice flush there by Keating. Wow, I didn't expect that.
Jake Smith swings it over all the way to Havers, and the Hawks making some noise here in the nest. Flagg on the near side, on his left, defended instantly by 2. He fakes the layup, and no good, and now with Sean Crawford. Nice pump fake there to get Flagg to jump. Peter Black now, he's going to get called for a travel there down low.
I like how Haddon Township, though, just seems uber aggressive.
And it feels like on every aspect as well. They're just completely outpacing the Lions, and what feels like on ball movement, on the offense, they're just slowing them down on defense. It just feels like this is all the Hawks.
They're not losing energy. I mean,
there's a nice basket there from Smith. And that's his first basket of the night. And what is our first coverage of 2. At 7 p.m., the Lady Hawks will take on the Shawnee Renegades for their senior night. And a jump ball called, and it'll be possession arrow for the Lions. And what's the referee saying?
Bench warning, Gloucester.
And it's going to be a bench warning for Gloucester, I believe is what we're hearing.
I'm not sure what went on over there.
Well, it's all the speculation. Couldn't really hear what the referee was saying, but the action's back underway now with Flagg dribbling all the way around to the near side. Uses the screen from Smith, a spin move, pull up from the free throw line, off the rim, but he gets his own rebound and takes it back out to the arc. Finds Cohen for 3, no good. And an air ball there from the best three-point shooter that the Lions have. Again, kept off the score sheet so far, halfway through the second quarter. Crawford now finds Moore on the move. Defended by 2, tried to find Keating in the corner, eventually falls to him. Spin move, goes for the layup with the left, no good, it's still loose in the air, bouncing around, last off of the Lions, and it'll stay with the Hawks.
I like how Keating kind of just does his thing, though, and, like, gets down in the paint most times.
Cohan checked out after, again, a pointless performance so far, which is unexpected from the 1,200-point career of him. As Moore with a tough shot. It's good.
Good shot there by Mower. Yeah, like you said, Cohan, I wouldn't expect, 1,200 with his performance going on right now, but, he'll get settled in probably.
Here's a 3 attempt there from Smith, and he hits nothing but net and not in the good way. As the Hawks now with another possession. Peter Black with a spin move. Here's Moore in the corner for 3. No good. And a rebound by St. John. A 21-8 lead with less than 3 minutes to go in this first half. Here's a quick 3 from Flagg. Nothing but backboard. I mean,
I don't like these shots from Gloucester at one bit.
And there's Chase Perrone and a timeout by Liam James, and it's just getting worse for the Lions. You got to feel like something has to change, as we'll stay here for this timeout. I mean, a 23-8 lead. It's been 3 shots for 3 that have really hit nothing. There was an air ball from Cohan. There was another almost air ball, just hit the bottom of the net for Smith. And then another bad shot that hit nothing but backboard by Flagg. I mean, Kevin, what do you think has to change for this Lions offense in order to get back in this game?
It seems like the Lions, they're rushing everything. They just got to run their offense and feel more confident because, as these two teams that went through the season, they're pretty even. I mean, the Lions 19-6, the Hawks 20-5. I mean, I think the Lions just got to settle in and, take better shots. There's a few chucked up threes there.
And you're thinking, if Gloucester does eventually, if they do come back, knock on wood, I'm not trying to commentate or jinx them or anything, if they find their rhythm and they come back and potentially win this game, they're awaiting Paulsboro or Camden, which you look at that on paper and you kind of have to
Camden's.
You kind of think,
yeah.
Camden's going to prevail in that one. But
yeah.
Out of these two teams, so far I'm impressed by the Hawks, and I think they're going to give Camden their best shot. But if Gloucester doesn't pick it up, I think that Camden will definitely get something going against them if they do win this game. As there's a 3 for number 23. That's Dennis Havers.
Yeah, Havers there. That's a better shot. You're open, shoot the 3.
As the Hawks reset with Sheehan. Down low for Moore. Defended by 2. Wide open in the corner is Perrone for 3. He splashes it down. His first basket of the night.
You feel like if Gloucester scores, Haddon Township's just going to go right back and score their own bucket here.
It's DePoter now.
They're not letting Gloucester, get anything for a comeback.
There's Marcus Flagg now on the dribble. On his left. Kicks it out to Havers. Over to the freshman, DePoter.
Cohan still out here. Surprises me a little bit.
Down low for St. John. DePoter pump fakes the 3. Thought about it for a quick second. And now the Lions will reset with Flagg at the top of the key. Under a minute and a half to go before halftime. Kicks it out. Wide open 3. No good. And it's going to be a foul called. And it'll be on number 11, Chase Perrone, on the rebound attempt. So it will stay under the basket for the Lions. And out comes 2 for the Lions in DePoter, and that's number 21. That was Brendan Reddick. Kicks it out to Smith. He tries a 3 from the key. In and out. It's still loose and falls into the hands of number 13, R.J. Miller. Sheehan lost it momentarily. He's pressed immediately by Flagg, and Flagg's going to get called for the reach-in. Seems like a lucky break there for Sheehan. Lost it on the dribble, and an instant lockup there by Flagg. He just gets called for the reach.
If I were to say that Gloucester would have 11 points at the 1 minute mark in the second quarter.
Sheehan now to the near side for Moore. Swings over for Perrone for 3. Still loose up there. It hung up there for a long time. Rebound by Moore, and a nice putback there for Axel Moore.
A nice putback there by Moore. I mean, they might be the same size, but Moore just bigger, it seems, in this one.
And there's a push-off foul for a flag, and it'll be another turnover for the Lions' offense.
Offensive foul on number 3 for Gloucester, Marcus Flag. In for Gloucester,
Liam James will make a change. Flag comes out. In comes Cole Little.
Haddon Township, number 24.
And the Hawks will make a change. Nate Keating comes back in. And out comes R.J. Miller after his brief stint. As we got 35 to go in the second quarter. A 28-11 lead for the Hawks as they try and add more to that total before the final buzzer of this first half. Sheehan now swings it over to Axel Moore.
I'm holding for 1 here if I'm the Hawks. I mean, it looks like they're doing that.
Sheehan now as the Hawks are plotting their final move before the halftime buzzer. Moore into the corner. Perrone for 3. It's good! Chase Perrone, his second three-pointer. And Jake Smith will let it go. Nothing but air from half court. And that tells everything that you need to know for this first half performance. Up by 20, 31-11 at the halftime horn. A second three-pointer of the half for Chase Perrone ends it. And it's just been all Hawks on both offense and defense.
Everything's just falling for the Hawks.
All right, we'll be back in about 10 minutes. Take the halftime break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Mental Health Awareness Month. It is the responsibility of all of us to make sure that our friends, family, and anybody who we hold dear in our lives is feeling well.
The problem with spotting mental health issues is that the symptoms aren't that obvious. Just because someone is okay or appears okay on the outside doesn't mean that they're okay on the inside.
It's important that if they are in distress, that they call the right people and they get the help that they need.
And it is very important that we treat each other with respect, regardless of who you are or where you come from. But it is just as important that we treat ourselves with respect, regardless of the situation going on in our lives.
If you're in distress, you can call this number, 988, or you can visit any of these websites if you're not in distress, but would like to learn more information about mental health awareness and research.
Book Dog Pro Wrestling for your next event or outing for the greatest action that New Jersey Pro Wrestling has to offer. Any place, any time, any setting, Dog Pro Wrestling will bring the action to you, and you won't want to miss it for moments like this. But don't just take it from me. Take it from Max Mundo, the Dog Pro Wrestling ambassador.
This is Max Mundo with Dog Pro Wrestling. Are you a civic organization, sporting club looking to fundraise? Then look no further to Dog Pro Wrestling. We do grand openings, corporate events, and much more.
And why not from some of the wrestling talent themselves?
I'm Vinny the Fixer, and I'm the champion of Dog Professional Wrestling. If you want to book the best, come see us. We're the cream of the crop. We'll come to any fundraiser you can think of. Just name the place and we'll show up.
This is the upstanding Dylan Mesh, and for the entirety of my professional wrestling career, dog wrestling has been a mainstay for where I like to wrestle. So you can believe me when I say that it is quality. And I'm upstanding. I'm the only opinion you need.
Yeah! It's your boy Gabriel Hodder here with my man Matthew Oman, and if you want your events to be all fight, no flight,
Then book Dog Wrestling so you can witness true primal fear. Woo!
In life, the road ahead is full of possibilities, but to navigate it safely, you need the right skills. Harper Driving School is the premier driving school serving Gloucester, Salem, and Camden counties. With experienced instructors, many of whom are teachers in local schools, we are dedicated to your success and will help you master the road with confidence. With an over 95% success rate of students passing their road test on their first try, you know your student will be in good hands while embarking on a huge step of their young adult lives, all while avoiding the lines at the DMV and getting insurance discounts.
We chose Harper, and so should you.
Jersey is the number 2 seed. As we said, they beat Manville 19-0 in the first round, which was even larger than Audubon's 16-0 win over Paulsboro as the 1 seed in the first round. That one's hit out towards center field straight away. Oh, she misjudged it. Got over her head in center field. Now this one's got a chance to be 3 bases for Spire. She's flying around third. Here comes the throw to the plate. It is not in time. What a way to kick off a semifinal with an inside the park home run. Emma Spire, who will take her talents to the Great Danes after 2026, lights up the scoreboard with a fly ball that got misjudged in center field. And it gets past everybody. Graham will go back to position with no goal scored. They'll count down the time out loud here. Out to the left. One final shot, and it gets through. How about a buzzer beater? How do you do? It's a lead extending goal for Justin Lewis. Ugly to end the day for Luke Pokrovsky. A little pop-up, first base side, he calls for it, and for the first time in 33 years, the Charlotte Cougars will hoist the trophy and face Middlesex on Monday. 4-3, Cougars win it. And in the battle of green and gold, the trophy stays true with the visitors. What a finish! And Shalleck will pack their bags for Middlesex and the Blue Jays when the weekend turns around to Monday. Epplite, he's, again, one time leaving the bases loaded is frustrating enough, doing it twice in a row. Oh, how about this? Line drive. He's throwing it around the infield. They're going to throw him out at first. He's out. I have never seen that before. That is a 5-4-3 ground out. Because the third baseman thought he caught it, the home plate umpire said no, so he threw it around the infield and then got the out at first anyway because the batter thought he was out.
The batter stopped, the third baseman thought
Everybody
he caught
stopped.
it, and it touched.
Doubleheader reached first on an error in the first at-bat of Game 2. This one's lined into center field. Slider going over. He dives. Did he make the catch? Yes, he did. Ryan Slider makes the catch. Not on a slide, but instead on a dive. 2 away.
And Argabright with a full count. Outfielders in communication for the Quakers. Everyone's looking around in a tie game. Bottom of the 6th. The 3-2 payoff. Ground ball. It's going to get over the head of Tolbert into left field. That's a base hit. 2-run score. Argabright delivers when asked. 5-3. Alex Argabright has given the Golden Eagles a 5-3 lead in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Welcome back to Dan Wilkins Broadcasting. I'm joined by Kevin Profico on the call. And Kevin, after this first half performance, I mean, Gloucester has a long hill to climb if they want to even be in contention to win this game.
Cohen, you know, their best player, I keep saying it, but he's scoreless. He's going to have to start to make shots, you know, on most possessions for this Gloucester team to come back because, you know, they're down 20 right now.
A big deficit. Coming out of the halftime break, it'll be Hawks ball to start the second half of action. Up 31-11 after 2 quarters of play. And there's a whistle blown by the far referee talking to the score clock. I think they're laughing about it, so it's not too serious.
Yeah.
There's an issue with the clock. All right.
80 minutes up instead of 8.
Oh, we would have been here for 80 more minutes.
We don't want to play 80.
I don't think the Lions want to play 80 either. Now Peter Black gets things started for the Hawks. Instantly pressured by 2 defenders and leaving Moore wide open down low. Axel Moore couldn't ask for an easier layup.
Well, if you're Haddon Township, you know they're going to probably press and, you know, come up on you a lot. So they found Moore there.
Swings it over to Jake Smith on the far side. Now to Marcus Flagg, who drives in left-handed. Gets it knocked away by Sheehan. It's still loose. And Sheehan will fall on top of it.
Man, they're just all over the ball.
Baseline now cuts it all the way out to the top of the key for Sheehan. Sheehan driving in, floats one, makes it, but no shot. Referee says there was a foul on the floor.
Fouls on number 3 for Gloucester.
And that was on Marcus Flagg. So another foul for Flagg, who is getting close to some foul trouble. I believe that's his 3rd foul tonight. As we're less than a minute into the third, a wide open 3 for Crawford, and he connects. His second 3-pointer on the night.
Another 3, another possession, another make for the Hawks.
Marcus Flagg conducting the offense. Handoff now back to Flagg, who drives in. His floater, no good. And a rebound by Sheehan.
I don't even see Cohen getting the ball. I mean, you got to get it to him somehow.
Peter Black now dribbling against the freshman DePoter. Down the near corner, down low, wide open is Keating. He's got a big layup and he scores it. Nate Keating, his 12th point of the night. And we're just a minute and a half in to the second half.
I mean, it seems like all these Haddon Township guys are, you know, 7, 8 inches taller than the Gloucester guys, but they're really not. They're just better in rebounding and putbacks.
That ball was momentarily knocked loose by Black against Cohan, but they're going to say it was out of bounds, last touch off of Black, so it'll stay with the Lions. DePoter now swings it over to St. John, who pulls up and gets nothing. I thought he got the backboard, but it didn't even touch anything, and right out of bounds it goes. Another air ball, and it's just not the 2 quarters and almost a half that the Lions want to remember.
Thought it hit something, but nonetheless, a miss.
And now Moore pulls up from the free throw line and connects. He's in the double digits now.
This is getting out of hand, but, you know, the Hawks just want it more.
St. John swings it over to Flagg on this near side. He decides to pop a 3. No good. Ball still loose. Went off of Keating's face, but he ends up grabbing the rebound. Now driving in is Crawford, who gets fouled on the come-up. So he'll go to the line to shoot 2. And a 29-point lead now for the Hawks. As on your screen now is the Colonial Patriots standings. These 2 teams sitting at the top as they are both 9-1 in the division play. And you have Gateway at 3rd, Audubon in 4th, and then Lindenwold and Collingswood sitting in the bottom 2. So these 2 teams respectively are 2 Colonial Patriot Division giants. They're sitting both at the top. Again, you look at their overall record, and they're only 1 win off from each other. And it's just something that isn't – you're not thinking going into this game that we're going to be sitting at 42-11.
Yeah, this is just not normal here. I expected it to be a lot closer, within about 5 or 10. You would expect it to be, but they had the lead 31.
Now Marcus Flagg got fouled on his pull-up jumper, so he'll go back to the line and misses his first. Again, we mentioned he's a 74% free throw shooter heading into this game. Earlier in this showing, he had one showcase on the line. He made both and makes his second. So he's 3 for 4 on the night, sitting at just 5 points. With that 5 points, he's the leading scorer for this Lions offense. I mean, when you have your leading scorer on the night having just 5 points, I mean, it's not a night you want to remember. As here's another three from Sean Crawford, his third three-pointer.
They're finding these, wide open threes. Gloucester's just not on them or anything. It's just a little odd.
DePoter now kicks it over to Flagg near his own bench. A pull-up three from the elbow. Back rim, but falls right to Cole Little. Back to Flagg. He tries a Euro step, but on his pivot foot. And a nice move there, but can't find the rim.
It's like there's a little on the rim, but I don't even know if you could call it a lid because, they're taking not the greatest shots. I feel like 5-6 minutes ago they had to start to, take better shots.
And there's Marcus Flagg, who's going to be checked out. That's his fourth foul, and we're only halfway through the third quarter. So we might not see a lot more of Marcus Flagg tonight, who's in some serious foul trouble. Peter Black now takes it up the court. Quick dribble, hands it off. Now into the corner for Keating, who pops a three. And it rims in. Nate Keating again for three.
Another three. I mean, I don't know how many threes they have, but they have a lot. I know that.
Little now finds Cohan on the move. Defended well by Black, who pops a three, and it's just another air ball, but it stays with the Lions on the rebound. Down low now for Little. On a left-handed attempt is slapped away by Moore. And he'll slow things down. As this just feels like...
This is unreal.
It just feels like a practice game. It looks like we're just watching a practice with the crowd behind them. Here's another three attempt for Keating.
I mean, what is going on? Seriously.
And finally, a timeout here by Liam James, his third. And now the Hawks are just completely flying away with it. We'll take a quick break into this timeout. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Dan Wilkins Broadcasting. This broadcast is brought to you by DAWG Dog Pro Wrestling, New Jersey's premier pro wrestling organization with high-flying entertainment throughout the Garden State. Book Dog for your next outing at dogprowrestling.com. So, Kevin, we were just talking during the break, and this just feels like a complete we don't even know what to call it. We weren't expecting this result. Like, heading into this night, this just feels like something is very off with this Lions offense and as well as their defense.
Yeah, I mean, we're 21 minutes in, and the lead is practically 40. I mean, at 39, this is just never expected.
And there's Peter Black with a big steal and a spin move. And he loses it on the layup attempt, but it falls to Keating. And out to Sheehan now to slow things down for the Hawks. And there's that hustle that we were talking about from Black as he gets a steal and another possession for the Hawks. Into the corner now for Keating, who has back-to-back threes on Hawks possessions. Now Crawford gets pressured.
Haddon Township tonight looks like the team that can get back to the South Jersey Group 1 semifinal, which they did versus Woodbury last year. I mean, both even records tonight, and Haddon Township destroying.
Nate Keating called for the illegal screen. So the ball is with the Lions, and now there is a running clock, which for the rest of the game, which is just something that you wouldn't even expect. This is beyond bizarre. A 35-point threshold is what breaks the running clock for the rest of the game, and a 39-point lead about to head into the fourth quarter, and the Lions are stuck at 12. Again, you look at their star player with 1,200 points, Keegan Cohan. He has 2 air balls, if that's the right count, and I don't 0 points.
I don't expect Haddon Township to stop doing what they're doing either. I mean, they're going to play hard until the final buzzer.
As Cohan misses another 3, but the putback by Cole Little for his second basket of the night. As now Peter Black with it now. Sheehan back to Black. Brings it in, cuts it back out. Here's a 3 from Crawford. He connects again. Sean Crawford. His 4th three-pointer of the night. And it's now a 40-point lead. And here's Peter Black, his second steal.
I mean, I don't even know what you do here if you're Gloucester, really.
There's nothing. It feels like there's nothing you can do.
Hit.
As now Cohen, with a lot of pace, gets fouled by Axel Moore. And now
fouls on number 3 for Haddon Township, Axel Moore.
What's the call? Is it a shooting foul? I believe it is. Yes, it's a shooting foul.
At number 13,
is it?
J. Miller.
They were lining up like it was. Okay,
it
now,
looked like
now
that
it's
too.
On the baseline. So the Hawks were lining up like it was a free throw attempt, but it will be just an on the floor call. There's a 50-50 ball that is barely won by Keegan Cohan. And it's DePoter now, swinging it over to Brendan Rigg. A deep 3 from Cohan. No good yet again. And here comes Axel Moore into the corner for Perrone, who loses it just through the hands on that pass. And it'll be another turnover as the Lions will check back in. Flag.
And, with a continuation of the clock, I mean, it's still running here.
Got 5 seconds. Flag. Into the corner. He has a 3 at the buzzer. No good off the back rim. And a 42-point lead. Sorry, it took me a second to do math. I'm beyond stunned. This is something that nobody had on their bingo card for tonight's game. This is just incredible. We'll take a quick break before the fourth quarter action. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Dan Wilkins Broadcasting. This broadcast is brought to you by the South Jersey chapter of National Adult Baseball Association, or NABA. I'm sorry, what was that? Who, the DJ? Not me. I'm not the DJ. I'm reading an ad right now. Over there. All good. All good. All right, we'll restart that again. This broadcast is brought to you by the South Jersey chapter of National Adult Baseball Association, or NABA, the premier men's baseball league of New Jersey with over 20 teams across 4 competitive divisions. Registration is now open for the spring of 2026. Visit southjerseynaba.com for more information. So, sorry about that, NABA. I was interrupted by a referee. And there's a quick layup there from Flag. It's no good. And here comes a 3-on-2 fast break. And Moore will slow things down.
Yeah, you're probably going to see them try to look for a good shot and just, swing it around a lot.
As there's an arm-raising 3 for the Hawks Nest in the corner. This time from R.J. Miller.
Yeah, nice shot by Miller there. You know, he doesn't get a ton of playing time, but when he's on the floor, he made a big shot there. Good for him.
That ball gets wedged in, and now here comes the bench. As the white flag is waving at the Lions bench. As instantly pressured down low. And that ball is knocked loose and stolen for the Lions. As Marcus Flagg now to take it up. Flagg now, looks like nobody on this Lions offense really even wants the ball. Into the corner now, swings at the top of the key. That's Riddig. Marcus Flagg now. He's got a nice shot there, and he finds the back of the net. As there's an instant pressure, and now into the corner. Shut down instantly and slapped away by number 25. That's Everald Dice.
Yeah, all the subs here for Haddon Township. This is nice, you know. They get more playing time. I'm sure they did not expect this. Right, Chase?
I don't think anybody expected this. I think out of the, maybe 300 people in this gym right now, there's definitely not a thought that this would be this big of a blowout, as there's back-to-back steals there for the Lions. And again, a continuously running clock for the rest of the game. After this ginormous lead, I don't even want to attempt to do math right now. I don't feel like it. Marcus Flagg, a spin-around shot off the front rim. Rebound still loose. And off of number 21, that's Brendan Riddig again. So it'll be the Hawks ball.
And you know, for some of these Hawks players, it's a chance to go up against a little better competition. You know, in one starter on the court for the Lions.
So it'll be an inbound for the Hawks. And there's a third consecutive steal for this Lions defense. You know, maybe we're about 21 minutes, a little bit too late for 3 steals in a row, and there's going to be a foul called on the Hawks. In comes number 5, and that's Elijah Herbert. Out comes the only starter for the Lions, and the white flag is officially at full mast for the Lions. All bench players on the court now.
Yeah. They get their opportunity.
There's a nice floater there. It just doesn't fall. That was by Cole Little. Swings it over. Here's a quick release 3 from Perrone. Off the back rim. Rebounded by Dice, who will take it up the court. Little now swings it over to Havers, who releases a 3. No good, and a rebound by Perrone. And the Hawks will slow things down. Perrone now into the corner. It was a double dribble. He tried to make a play call, but R.J. Miller didn't understand it, and that led to the double dribble. Now out comes Perrone. In comes Charles Blank.
All the subs coming in here. I mean, as expected.
So the Lions to inbound again. Again, this is our first of 2 broadcasts here tonight at Haddon Township. Tip, which is now, I'm going to presume, a little bit earlier. Now this game's going to wrap up in about 3 minutes' time. It is the Lady Hawks against the Shawnee Renegades for the Haddon Township girls team senior night. Now down low, and a tough layup there. It gets fouled. That's number 23. That's Dennis Havers. So he'll go back to the line. He'll go to the line. The first time tonight. He only has 1 3-pointer tonight.
This is the type of game, Chase, where, you know, I don't know, but a leading scorer for Gloucester, not a leading scorer, but somebody that's got more points that you don't expect might be, you know, somebody at the end of the bench here. You never know.
Well, Havers makes his first 2 and makes his second. So he's got 5. He is the second highest scorer for the Lions tonight, right behind Marcus Flagg with 7. And there's the double team there. Pass down low. Tried to find Blank in the middle, and it's another steal for the Lions, who tried to hand it off. And it's just Globetrotters basketball. But that was a lot less entertaining.
Turn for it.
And just a full court press now from Havers. It's a long pass to find number 4. This is Thomas Sheehan. Back with Sheehan now, double teamed, almost had the ball knocked loose. Down low to Blank. Charles Blank. Push off, he's gonna be called for a travel. So a 5th turnover now for this offense filled with potentially JV and bench players for the Hawks, as there's a minute and a half to go in what has been an unthinkable performance by the Hawks and a forgettable one for the Lions.
Very much, yeah.
This is Rettig. He gets hit. It won't fall, and he'll go to the line, which will run most of this game clock out.
Yeah, it might be down to 30 after these. Or
21 for Gloucester, Brandon Rettig.
Rettig misses his first. So the winner of this game, which is, I don't know, you tell me, Haddon Township will face the winner of Camden versus Paulsboro, which is taking place as we speak, as there's a rebound by number 12, Vincent Consenza. And they'll send it across to Thomas Sheehan with 35 seconds to play in this Camden County Tournament first round, as there's a jump ball called, and it'll be Gloucester possession with less than 30 seconds to go in what is an incredible performance on all ends of the court, and what felt like, honestly, an off-putting performance from the Lions. Only 18 points, and there's somebody on the wood there, and there's a 20-point performance now for the Lions. That was little for Gloucester, and as the final buzzer sounds, a huge victory, 59-20 against these two Colonial Patriot division rivals, who split the season series in 2 very even games in the regular season, and now when there was something on the line, it was all Haddon Township.
Yeah, you got a feel for, Gloucester a little bit after this one. It's a shame, but you just move on. But it's a shame for Cohan. Held scoreless, I think, but a resounding win from the Hawks. I mean, nothing that we didn't expect this, but Hawks maybe in a slight edge, but wow.
I mean, a 39-point margin of victory. It's not something you see every day, especially in a 7-seed versus 10-seed matchup. And we will conclude here as the next game for Gloucester Lions will be against Sterling. They will host the Sterling Knights on the 24th for the first round of the Group 2 South NJSIAA playoffs. And the Hawks will keep dancing in the Camden County Tournament. They will either go to Camden, or if Paulsboro pulls off the miracle, they will host Paulsboro on Thursday night for second round action. Just give me a second here. Got my paper. All right, from our entire crew, our social media coordinator, Haley Mahir, our graphics crew, Caleb Lane, Carson Rosso, and Fisher Giannotti, my color commentator, Kevin Prolifico, I'm Chase Parson, Dan Wilkins on the producer. We have our second game of our doubleheader here. It's Girls Haddon Township Senior Night against the Shawnee Renegades.